Hey everybody, welcome to the Blue Collar Beer Gentleman. I'm Chris and I started this channel because I'm a fan of craft beer, but I'm on kind of a limited budget and I wanted to demonstrate that it's possible to enjoy good quality craft beers without breaking the budget, without breaking the bank rather, excuse me, haha. And so the beers that I review on this channel usually come in around the $2 price range, and such is the case with today's selection. I paid $1.99 for this 12-ounce bottle of Icy Bay IPA by Alaskan Brewing. And you see a surf around there. I don't know that there's a hell of a lot of surfing in Alaska, but you know, what can you say? Um, quick notes about this. It has a 6.2 ABV. Typically, American IPAs come in between 5.5 and 7.5 ABV, so it's well within range, probably about mid-range. Has 65 IBUs, which I only discovered by going to the Alaskan Brewers site. Yeah, it's not listed on the bottle, but it does have 65 IBUs. Typically, American IPAs come in between 40 and 70 IBUs. The hops that were used on this were Summit, Calypso, Cascade, Bravo, and Apollo. Quick notes about the beer reviewing community. 27 of my friends on Untapped gave this a cumulative score of 3.54. 65,000 of us have given it a cumulative score of 3.58. Beer Advocate has 1,453 rankings of this beer, giving it a cumulative score of 84, which on their scale is good. And I have reviewed previously 4 Alaskan beers. I average a 3.56 for their reviews. So there you have it. Well, the thing about IPAs, I'm going to make this brief, and you know, the next few uh, reviews are actually going to be kind of brief too, because the rest of the reviews for the year are going to be IPAs. I'm sorry, when I went to the store, that's what was available, but I did go to the store to get the January selections. There will be no IPAs in January. There's going to be a lot of brown ales and porters, stouts, because that's what was available. And we're going to be probably closing in on the 229, 279 range, because I do like to keep it around $2. So I kept everything below $3. But it was just difficult. And you know, I'm a big fan of Triannuary, and I promote Triannuary, which is you know, trying things you normally don't. There just really wasn't anything to try, and if I was going to get beers that were not IPAs, that were still within the $2 price range, it was going to be a lot of brown and porter and stouts, which is great. I'm a big fan of brown ales. I've been getting into brown ales a lot lately, and in fact, the first review of 2020 will be a brown ale. But for now, it's going to be this. Will be this one, and there'll be 2 more IPAs for the year, and that'll round out the year. So, I'm going to be using my Venezia bottle cap opener that my man Tony picked me up when he was in Venice. And Kelly, if you're watching, there's another bottle cap for you. My man Kelly is doing some kind of art project and he needs bottle caps, so I'm saving them for him. All right, I'm going to be pouring this into my Tenaya Creek IPA glass. Quick notes about this. If you go into Tenaya Creek on a Tuesday night, you slap down $6, you're going to get a glass just like this. It's going to be filled with one of the house brews. You go back up to the counter, you put down $5, you get $5 refills for the rest of the night. Take the glass home with you, wash it, bring it back next Tuesday, more $5 refills. As long as you can keep this glass in one piece, you continue to get $5 refills. So, always happy to give a shout out to Tenaya Creek. Alright, see, we've got copious amounts of foam in this, and I think I might have to just let that settle for a bit. Without beating a dead horse, gang, I just want to tell you it may have sounded like I'm not a fan of IPAs earlier. I do like IPAs. I like them a lot. Here's the problem is craft brewers seem to be making so many IPAs. It is the current variety that everybody is making lots and lots and lots of, and quite frankly, it's getting a little trying. So anyway, that is why January is not going to have any IPAs because December had so many of them, so much so that the last 3 will be IPA reviews. Alright, so as you can see, that foam really isn't going much of anywhere. And So now I'm going to fill this up a bit. I'm going to have to just pour through the foam when I do this. Going to give a quick beard wipe, see what I can come across. Hops. Hops is what I smell more than anything. Let me stick my schnoz directly in. And yeah, a hop composition, a little bit of citrus on there. Seems like that almost always is the case when it's a super hoppy beer. But yeah, it's definitely hoppy. So I'm going to quit yapping my flap and get to drinking. Cheers. I'm going to describe that as probably a medium mouthfeel. It's more hoppy in the bouquet than it is in the flavor, to be perfectly honest with you. Just the slightest alcohol burn, and this had a 6.2 ABV, so I'm not surprised. Anytime you get above about 5.75, you usually get just the slightest alcohol burn. As it gets higher, sometimes it gets, as the ABV gets higher, sometimes the alcohol burn gets higher, but not always the case. So this is nice and crisp, um, but it's not exactly uh, overpowering with flavor, or even that substantial with flavor. Now, I do like Alaskan beers, and I do refer to Alaskan Brewing as by the hashtag successful, not corporate. They are one of those breweries that just has a great distribution, and they're not out there trying to buy up other people's breweries and change recipes and destroy the whole craft beer scene like well, there's a certain brewer out of Colorado that's going to remain nameless. Once upon a time, I adored them for their being employee owned and being a quality craft beer brewery, but that's not the case so much anymore. But getting back to this beer, it's not bad. It's nothing really to write home about, but it's not bad. I'm thinking 3.25 really is plenty to give this, especially because it came in a bottle. Well, guys, if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, drink good beer and don't break the bank doing it. Cheers.